Hello everybody, how we doing today? Almost getting ready here, or almost done being ready. Alright, here we go. Hold on. That looks a little bit better. And I present to you Kingdom Come, Deliverance. Alright, so my quest is leading us to get ready to attack on Talmberg again. I have already infiltrated it once, the first time we tried sneaking in to help get all of our people back because the bandits had taken control of it. Um, we kind of failed. We did save a few people, but then Lord Capon had got shot with an arrow, and now we're back out. So we got our trebuchet built, and we're going to see what we can do.
Ah, I'm glad you came.
At your service, sir.
I'm about to give the order to bombard Talmberg. And since it's mainly thanks to you that we still have a trebuchet, I think you should have the honor of the first shot.
I'd be delighted.
To smash my castle? I can't say I share your enthusiasm.
Sorry, sir. I didn't mean it like that.
There's nothing to it. The men will load the trebuchet. All you have to do is pull the lever.
Well, I suppose I could manage that.
Then we'll bombard Talmberg for several days. Sir Robard will explain what comes next. Goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about having a late start today. Had some personal things I needed to attend to.
Yeah.
Load the trebuchet! God be with you.
Okay.
Goodbye.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
We came just in time, didn't we?
Quite. I thought my last hour had come. But Lord Capon came to our defence at Fort Luckett Line. I'd say he's growing into a proper nobleman at last.
I think more people will be changing their minds about him.
They should. I owe him my life. God bless him. Farewell.
Alright. My, my, my. What a beautiful machine. Pretty sure I'm just here to wait. Yep, just fire the trebuchet.
Nechodíval bych do šenku, nešidíval bych šenkérku.
Oh, gotta wait for the rock.
Look out.
Good work, man. Continue. It's like, how do they get such perfectly round boulders? Don't stand over there. Alright, here we go. Oh, this guy's gonna die. I didn't see anything. Okay. Alright, let's just go and figure out what we do next.
Divish said.
Sir Divish.
It's all the same, isn't it?
Oh, I didn't mean
No,
to do
it is
that.
not.
Whatever.
Sir Divish said you tell me what happens next.
We're going to watch Istvan shitting himself.
That's all.
And how are we doing,
For a few
Savannah?
days at least. So if you have anything
Appreciate
to
you
attend
back.
to, now's the time.
As you can see, I
Just
I
don't
pretty much just
forget
got
to come
started
back.
here.
Good luck then.
Appreciate you coming back.
Is something the matter?
A few of them have taken to their heels. If they stop in Kutenberg, I'll be glad enough. But I fear they may have other plans.
If those were the best of Istvan's men, they could be lurking in the woods. They'll probably wait to attack us at the worst possible moment.
My fear exactly. I won't breathe easy until Toth is hanging from the gate. But in the meantime, I'll be glad to know the woods at my back are clear. Can I count on you?
Of course, Sir Eobard. Would you like me to bring back their gear as evidence they're dead?
That's not necessary. I trust you, Hal. You don't even have to do the killing, just let me know where you find them and that'll be that. There's no need for you to get hurt in the process. See you later.
Let's see what.
I'm here.
Can't you see we're still bombarding? You came too soon.
Okay.
Take care.
Let's go find a couple of these encampments, shall we? Oh man. That's good. Math has always been one of my stronger subjects. I like math. What about you? Let's see. Behind me, a little bit to the right. Ooh, that was a big blast.
Yeah.
Alright. Really need to find some of these encampments now. Follow this road until possibly I run into the area that I'm supposed to search in. Which parts in particular do you like of math?
Yeah. Yeah.
Graphics? You don't have to be good at it to enjoy doing it. I mean, the whole point is to enjoy it. You know, once you enjoy something, it's a little bit easier to learn. Whoa.
Stand and deliver. This is a hold
Last sharpish, or you'll be sorry.
I'll slay you.
Is that all?
You made a mistake getting on the wrong side of me. Damn! You're dead. Dear God.
Really got some good armor on these guys now.
What's that? Shame to leave you lying here. Hey.
Even though I probably won't ever actually sell any of this stuff. Just because of how much money I actually have. I mean, over 100k. But why not? Just in case.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you actually give it to somebody? I haven't. Is that later in the game, perhaps, or because I haven't seen any charity systems except for going to the church and
Yeah.
paying off like all your hate, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't think so, but I know there's a couple of times in the game where they say to give your stuff, or not a couple times. I guess it's when you go to the monastery, but they tell you to put all your stuff into charity.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm here. I was trying to find this one, but oh well. Come here. Turn to the right.
Yeah.
I should be able to find something this way.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Is it not going to give me like an indication that I'm in the zone that I'm supposed to be at for this quest? Because it seems like
Yeah.
I should be in it right about here. It's going to give me an interesting sight at all? No. Or am I just like in the wrong spot completely? Here's a garden. Give me an idea of where I'm at right now. Possibly. Okay. How far did I actually go? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's figure out what side of this forest I'm on here. So I'm either here or here. Pretty sure I'm here. So I need to take a right.
Yeah.
Man. Getting lost in the woods, man. Where do I need to go? I need to go all the way down until I see another path coming in from the other direction. Which is right here. It's coming in on my right-hand side. So I need to turn right. Or, yeah. Okay. There we are. Okay. Man, that was a hard spot to find. So if I just keep going.
Yeah.
Didn't even know my dog was missing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Dog.
You'll
Yeah.
Okay, where is it? I wanted to fight them. Danny Russ. Hey man, how's it going? And no, I'm not looking for Riki. I'm actually I'm actually just looking for these points here. Right now I'm over here, but I just updated the quest stating that I found the encampment because I'm looking for the encampments just before I start to bombard uh, Talmberg here. And like I said, it said that it updated, but I wanted to find the encampment because I wanted to actually fight it. But hey, thanks for the host, man. Oh, here it is.
What's that? You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Are you gonna swing at me? Oh. Oh. Come on.
Take that!
Swing again. Swing again.
Tired of life, are you? No! Call that combat! Oh! Christ!
Is that really all that's here? Is just two people? Oh, come on. Really? So, the mission that I'm on is the siege. I'm just finding the encampments is all. I just wanted to actually find the encampment instead of just have the quest update. The quest updated for me, so I don't know. I prefer to fight. And if I kill everything, you know, maybe I have a better outcome. Oh man, these guys are cheap. Alright, so at this encampment, looks like the path is going to be leading down this way, so that's good. And across, if there is a path, this way. Maybe not. Oh. Yes. No. Yes, kind of. So I played this game a long time ago, right when it came out, and I got only so far. I didn't get to the point that I'm at now. So anything that you see now is my first time playing it.
Yeah.
I like the added challenge, but at the same time not having a sort of fast travel You know, I really wish that they would make a second map after you do the main quest line here so that you can go off and do other things. Like I don't know, because every time that you hit the edge of the map, you can't leave the province, but you should be able to after the campaign. I don't know, like a multiplayer portion of the game or something. Um, Not 100%
Yeah.
sure where I'm at right now. That road doesn't go anywhere. Alright, let's see if I can find this on the map. Whoops. So, oh, it's going to be hiding in these trees somewhere, isn't it? Alright. But no, yeah, I never finished the game. And it's a possibility that that I just don't know what I'm talking about, and maybe we do get off the map. But I do have all the DLC that they've produced.
Yeah.
So I will go in one direction until I find my way out of here. So that way I can kind of get a bearing where I'm at. I don't like not having an actual compass.
Yeah.
I mean, everything else, like the fast travel, yeah, all that can stay gone. But I feel that you should have a compass at least.
Yeah.
You know, you're pretty good. Just, I'm not in Renova or anything. Or, yeah, no, you're right. Privislavitz was first. So keep going this way, right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I probably would never be able to fully grasp where I'm at in forested areas.
Yeah.
So, I've actually never been here, I don't think. So this is this area, right here. Okay, I have been here. All right, and I came out right up here, right? So this is where I'm at. I'm traveling this way right now. So if I just keep going that way, follow this road all the way down. But I just ruined my grasp, so it's this way. So there's the shrine. Right there. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I get out of the forest, a lot of the times I'm able to figure out where I'm at, um, simply based on my view. Force, try to understand where down or up the hill's gonna end. Um, Or lead. Yeah, that's a good point. Is figuring out the hills. There's some hills that I recognize, but not all of them.
Yeah.
The answer to my prayers. Just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone.
Ha! You'll get one, boy. Damn! Bring it on. You. Dale. Here. Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. What's the matter? Come on!
What's going on there?
Get him. Come on, grab his leg. Get him.
Cunt! All right, enough. I give up. You hear?
I do.
Ah!
Alright. So, Neuhof is the best forest to master the uphill downhill. Because you need to run around it so many times during the game. Yeah, you're right. Also, you need to use potions at fights. I don't really... I mean, I use potions. Most of the time, it's just a heal. And I have, like, all my skills are maxed out, and maybe not. They're not quite maxed out, but they're pretty high, except for hunting. Haven't done a whole lot of hunting. But yeah, strength, agility. Most of my encounters I have no problems with, except for maybe a couple of like guard encounters in, big cities and such. Nest 3 potions before a fight makes you a god. Yeah, the next is probably what you meant. Lazarus, Buck's Blood, and Aqua Vitals. I would agree. I would agree. That's mostly for big fights and such, but oh, I appreciate the tip. It's a really good tip. It's a really good tip. Hold on. You said an alchemy. 50% more, right? Yeah, so that would be this one. Mm-hmm. But that's for any of your healing potions, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming in the stream and giving some pointers. I appreciate it. Oh wait, did I get turned around?
Yeah.
Hold on. No, right now I'm at this camp, right? Yeah, I've got to be at that camp. It's a awfully big camp, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's the smoke. Alright, now from here, from this area, I should probably turn to the right first and go over here, across the way, to get this camp. Yeah, I know, you're a goofball. You gotta wait too many hours in this game.
Yeah.
Do you normally stick to the paths when you play, or do you try to like cross like this and similarly find your way? I have died falling down a couple of cliffs before. You call yourself a loser? Oh, come on. You're not a loser.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, see you in a little bit then. Alright. We got a camp here somewhere. So we have a big mountain. Oh, okay. So it's got to be this camp. So I need to go the other way.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Get over that bush.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep going this way until I hit the road down here. Actually, is that the camp? No, so here's the river. I'm just too far. There's going to be a small road. I'm too far out of range, aren't I? Ooh, this is an interesting spot. Okay, so interesting site.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? That looked pretty pretty on purpose. Because there's this interesting site here. So I'm gotta be really close to this camp. Oh, did it say accident for that one? It wasn't this one. Because I'm on... Oh, wait. Okay, I'm on this side. I need to get to the other side. Okay, I see what I'm doing wrong. Right now, the mountain is on my right-hand side.
Yeah.
So I need to find the road over here. This is the road. Now I gotta go up and around. Right? This way? Or is this the wrong road?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that? Who's there? Well, I
Your
never.
end is
The
nigh!
pig turns up willingly for the slaughter.
Well ended.
Hello, God. True. Yeah, I don't think you get like full XP. The only time that you actually get experience for letting your dog hunt is when you loot the rabbit or whatever he finds you. As soon as you loot the meat from it, that's when you get the experience. At least from my acknowledgement, because like I wouldn't get the experience like if I just clicked into his inventory, but I would level up once I took the meat out of its inventory. And your dog gets tired, and if it gets too tired while it's hunting, it will run away just the same. Alright, so this camp has been found. We need to go back the other way. Go find the last camp. Okay, from the big road that I just come across. Really, I need to go across the river. Oh my gosh, it's a long way. Probably just go straight across. See if I can find this road right here. But which side?
Yeah.
This way. And then I'll turn right. Find my way up above the castle here. Yeah, so being that this is end game, how much longer do I have? It's not directly after this battle, is it? That the game ends. It just doesn't seem right. Because that's not going to be the finish of the... Wow, I can't remember his name now. The main guy of this force, anyway. Say beehives and then take a right. I haven't seen the beehives yet, right?
Yeah.
Here they are.
Yeah.
Alright, so I just discovered a fish trap, which is here. So as long as I continue straight here, I should come across the camp.
What's going on there? What
Oh.
have we got here? Entertainment? Great!
Yes. Entertainment? You're my entertainment, man. Oh. Ah, there's the camp. Look at that.
Well, I never. Hello! Well, I never. The pig turns willingly for the slaughter.
Uh-huh.
You're dead. Oh, dear God.
Great. No mercy. Get out of my way. I need your treasure. Yeah, not only am I playing in hard mode, but I have all of the bad uh, stats or whatever you want to call them that you were able to select at the beginning. Yeah, everything that it had to offer, I selected everything. And Daenerys, no problem, man. I appreciate you coming back. All right, so I just found all of them, all those camps. Now I just need to go back to Talmberg. Go back up here to find my horse. Yeah, true hardcore. At the very beginning, it was a little difficult getting the pick locking down on the harder locks, but I mean, really, it was never too challenging. I have watched some streamers struggle so hard with all the mini games that this game has to offer, like everything. Anywhere from the lock picking system, the pickpocketing. They didn't know that you were supposed to, open up and select and then move it back up to the top. Like, it was unbelievable at how many people just don't know that system. I mean, it's got a decent tutorial if you read it. I mean, when it explains when you're actually doing it for the first time and it does the tutorial, no, you're right, it doesn't explain it too well. But the codex here, tutorials, and going to lockpicking, for instance, I mean, it gives a pretty detailed explanation of what you're supposed to do. Now, I didn't actually have to use this, but I did see the other streamers reading it. After they read it, they got a better idea of what they were supposed to do. Oh, really? Wow. I mean, wow. Like, that's probably the number one utility in most of your fights, especially when you're outnumbered, is the riposte. Like, the riposte is insanely strong. Because you're able to riposte like from like 90 degrees from the direction that you're facing, and sometimes I've riposted things that was behind me and the graphic of it would be completely wrong. Like, you'd be riposting somebody else and be trying to hit somebody in the face, but nothing happens. Actually, it's not this camp I need to go to. I'm at this camp. So,
Yeah.
like, when you say never learned riposte, do you mean like never went to, uh, whatever? Oh my gosh, I am horrible with names. I'm so sorry, guys. But Bernard, like, is that what you mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Like, that's so weird because that's even one of the main quests that you're supposed to do. Or at least it tells you to go see him. I mean, sure, you could probably move forward without it.
Ah! Are you blind for Christ's sake?
Yeah. Anything that comes up that is required for me to read, um, you know, for my viewers, I'll definitely read it. I'm not one that's scared to read. My reading ability isn't the best, but whose is, you know? Oh, you're right. You're right. It doesn't actually give you a
God
quest
bless
to
you.
go to it.
What troubles you?
But it's still, if you want to get good, you're going to talk to him multiple times to try to get yourself trained up enough to be able to do those fights, because this game is meant to challenge you, and if you don't do training, you're not you're not going to do well.
How do you like Master Keezer, Sir Divish?
How do I like him? As if it's not enough to hurl giant boulders at my castle, he wants to throw kegs of gunpowder.
I get it.
I understand, but he has to do something.
Those boulders could hit my wife. And if they don't get her, the gunpowder could burn her to death along with Sir Radzik.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. I know how you feel. I feel much the same. When we're done, what state will my castle be in? What will I do if the worst happens? What... enough of that. Better to spend my time in prayer than worry.
We made it in the nick of time.
We failed. That serpent from Valdic gave us the slip. I should have known he'd have his fingers in it all. If only I could catch him.
Would you kill him?
Maybe. But before that, I'd throw him in the dungeon for a few years. See how much he enjoys it. Still, the best I'll be able to do is lodge a complaint against him when the king returns, and just thinking about it gets my gall. And my arm's killing me. Damn it!
I got hold of a Sawbones to take care of our wounded.
Thank you. Most of them have already lost their homes. Their lives are all they have left.
I like all the characters. All the main characters in this game
God be
do a decent job.
I found all of their campsites. The rest of the woods are clear.
That's a relief. Now let's relieve ourselves of this accursed Toth.
I'm here.
Can't you see we're still bomb? Take care.
Okay, looks like I need to rest and come back the next day.
Huh?
Got a bed here somewhere. Here we go. Wow. That's all right. I allowed it. It didn't like the word cumin. Yeah, yeah. Uh, who knows? Um, Maybe it thought you were trying to say Cuban. I have no idea. Yeah. But I try to keep an eye on it. In fact, it was taken Cervenic. He had like a it died, and he was trying to replicate the you died from what was it? Dark Souls. And in Dark Souls, it's completely all caps, and he got auto modded. He actually got banned by the Autobot for like 5 seconds. Alright, let's take a peek at the damage. So I don't see any damage happening down there.
God be with you, lad. Good luck to you.
I feel quite hungry.
Yeah, let's take a bite. Oh. Can we start yet?
I'm here.
Can't you see with... God be with you.
The Lord be... Take care.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about this. Just trying to progress the story. Do we know how long, how many days I need to wait for this? I wonder if it's in the quest log. I'll take a peek after I eat again. Yeah. Eat me some rotten grub. Probably got maggots in it by now. Yummy. Ooh, my stuff is broken. Quarter combat and Saxon died. While I am still kind of waiting, I'm gonna go to the tavern.
Yeah.
Go to my chest and see if I got any of anything. Really don't want to have to run to another town. The tavern. Right there. Oops. I'm actually kind of surprised I went straight to it, man. I normally get lost trying to get to this tavern too. Alright, so that's a main chess piece. Don't need any of that. Can't remember if this... I'm pretty sure that's a main chess piece, but I'll take a peek. Saxon die. That's almost broken. I wouldn't be able to repair that either. Can take this, possibly that. I have repair kits, but can't repair things that are that broken. Let's see, let's fix everything else. Oh, that's almost gonna break too. Okay, so I can wear that. Actually, I wear that instead. Now, even being broken, it's not much worse than that. Now, this is better. Perfect my gear, huh? How would we perfect it? What would be your suggestion? I'm gonna take some of this dried meat. Stop eating gross stuff for now. Yeah, the previous one was better. You're right. It was. But it's broken. Oops. Yeah, it's broken, so it's actually a little bit worse. Yeah, I know. I just gotta go to a tailor. Wasn't really too interested in fixing everything right now if this is really close to the game ending. Yeah, found it in a garden. I know this sword has changed positions a lot. There used to be a chest like near the edge of the map, and that chest is no longer there. Yeah, I did a little bit of research on it. For now though, I think we're just going to leave my gear the way it is. Just because of the stream, I might actually, go and find some better gear at a later time. Is it getting dark? It is. No, it used to be there as well. It did go there. Here. So that sword used to be not here. I gotta zoom in a little bit. It was near a camp, like along this path. I think it was this path. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was right in here, where it used to be. horrible with this map here, as you can see. Yeah, because it was a camp leading out of the map, alongside a road. All the way outside of the map is where it used to be. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a camp right here where there's a chest, or there used to be a chest, that you were able to grab it. It used to be what they would call a dev's chest before they did their first update. Up here? Is it this garden? Or are you talking about further up? Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wrong camp again.
Yeah.
Really? Hmm. I wonder, are they all part of the, all the treasure maps? How long has it been since you last played the game? Oh, really? What do you do in your streams now? Do you just keep starting the game over and over again, or do you do like challenges? Go to certain camps and I don't know, complete it all being naked? You know, I don't have my notifications on. Let's see. Hold on. Actually, let's see if this is ready yet.
I'm here.
Can't you see?
Okay.
See you later.
So while I'm taking a peek at my phone, I'll do the wait time here. So you did a permadeath challenge via hardcore 99, no bows. I don't use my bow too often, except for random occasion. You're doing one more normal playthrough to bash through the game for just for fun. Okay. Permadeath. Try to reach 20 in everything. Herbalism. Herbalism's not the hardest. Yeah, I've one-shot people with a bow too, and I'm not well practiced at it. Um, nah. What he was trying to say is XP debuff herbalism is hard. Yeah, I went ahead and blocked the F word there. But not biggie. The bot catches it. I don't know why it blocks the whole message though. It should just block one word. I'm pretty sure there's a setting that I'm just missing there. Oh yeah, nettle is probably the easiest thing to level up on because there's nettle just all over like every single town that you come across. But my herbalism, I got to level 20 pretty early in the game. But I sold a lot of them to make money at the beginning of the game. It helped me get my strength up a little bit. I don't know. I didn't stream any of it though. In fact, I didn't start streaming this game until halfway through the game. Just a couple days. Oh, there we go. We can attack now. But before we do, let me just double check my energy. Yeah. I'll go ahead and sleep for a little bit. Till morning. Oops, wrong tent. Poppies, huh? Vona. Yeah, I do remember seeing a lot of poppies. See, it might have been... Did you post that video on YouTube by chance? About making money in the prologue? Oh, just 3 or 4 days ago. I think there was one that I saw. Not. Let's see. I killed the Kuma NS in the area where they tried to do bad to Teresa. Yeah, that's fine. Like, come on, stop blocking that stuff. Yeah, because there was a video I watched on about making money in the prologue as well. Oh, wait, what? Look at this guy. Anybody want to clip that? Hello? I can't even talk to him. Fly! Fly like an eagle to the sea. Alright. Pretty sure I am ready to go. How's my weight? Weight is fine.
Since Sir Divish's colours still aren't flying over Talmberg, I suppose we'll be attacking.
Just so. That Istvan's a stubborn bastard.
Alright, when do we start?
There's no reason to wait. Are you really ready? If you need to rest or anything, we can still wait. You won't have another chance until we've won the day. Or until your final rest.
My final rest.
I'm ready.
Glad to hear it. We're going to attack on 2 fronts. The North Gate and the West Wall, which will scale with ladders. The attack will be split into different stages. Taking the outer walls, the inner bailey, and finally the core of the castle and the tower.
Now, there are slots for the horse to have heavy armor and such. Now, I have not seen any horse armor. Is it just that I didn't go to the right places to find it? Really? Okay. That's so bad. Why would they put that in the game? Like the slots for it in the game and not ever produce it. That's
How are we going to attack the gate?
We'll try to do as much damage as we can with the trebuchet first. Keezer claims he can even hit it directly. Even if that's true, we'll have to charge through a downpour of enemy arrows all the way to the portcullis.
Portcullis?
Fortunately, it's wooden, so we'll be able to break it down. But dealing with the defense in the bailey won't be easy.
What do you mean by the crossbow?
And
Is
what's
that
the plan for attacking the west
is that a
wall?
mod?
First, we have to get men to the wall with ladders, which is no easy matter under fire, so we'll need as many men covering them as possible. As soon as the ladders are in place, our foot soldiers will run up and try to scale the wall. Once a few of them get to the battlements, we should quickly gain the upper hand.
How will we take the battlements?
Either by scaling the west wall, or our men at the gate will help. If they can break through, that is.
Oh. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And the inner bailey?
That will be tough. Even if we get through the gate and into the outer bailey, we're still a long way from victory. The castle is designed so we'll be like hens in a coop to anyone with a bow on the inner battlements. We'll have to either fight our way through, or somehow get around them.
What about the living quarters?
There, I'm worried most about the hostages. Once we're inside,
I wonder what they were thinking when they
Istvan
did
will
all
know
that.
defeat is inevitable,
And
but we'll still have to fight for each and every room.
I haven't thanked you yet, Danny Russ. Thank you for the follow. I don't have my notifications set up. I'm using a different OBS system. I'm actually back down to the default OBS with the Stream Elements plugin. So I haven't had a chance to get my notifications to show up on my screen over there. I do plan on getting that there, but hey, I wanted to say thank you for that. That's what I was doing, was just trying to figure out if I missed any notifications.
I think I've heard everything I need to know.
Do you want to join the attack on the walls or on the gate? Remember, many of the Skalitz men will follow you. It could make a big difference.
I'll help with the attack on the walls.
I'm proud of you, Henry. You've changed from an insolent pup into a tough, reliable fighter. And as God is my witness, we will kick those whore sons' arses.
A village lad and an old soldier. This man must be shaking in his boots.
If he's not shaking, then he doesn't know what he's got coming. Just one last thing, though. No matter how good the plan is, something always gets fucked up. Keep your eyes open and take advantage of every chance. Help your comrades, and don't go rushing in where you're outnumbered. We have to take the castle gradually, one position after another.
I'll remember that.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, stripling.
Good luck to you, old soldier.
Good luck, then.
I don't know about two different stabs. I mean, the stab pretty much does the same thing. I mean, one, you're over your right shoulder, the other, you're on your left shoulder. So no, not that. Oh. I always thought that was just like luck of the draw. Okay, I'll try that. Mallory, how was my voice coming through over that loud music there? That's really cool. Thanks for that tip. That's pretty cool. It was just okay, but a 10 out of 10. Hey man, thanks.
Come on!
Wow, look at that. They're all dying. Come on. Get up here so the arrows don't hit you. Come on, people. They're not standing on the battlements. Like, they can't hit me. Can't hit me. Yeah, I'm gonna be first. Oh, don't put it away. Fine. Okay, I saw the... I really hate when there's this many guys in the way. Which way are we going? This way? But I need to clear the gates. Whatever. What? I swear these guards are hitting me more than the enemy is hitting me. Come on. And welcome back, Savannah.
We've got them! And now from the south! We'll charge them from the rear!
Go! Yeah!
Whoops. Who's left? Really? Yeah. Oh. Can't open up the gate. Move it, move it, move it! Let's go, let's go! Come on. Hey, it was nice to meet you too, man. Thank you very much for stopping by. Appreciate it. Appreciate any support.
Sir, we should give the order.
Let's see if Istvan Toth can worm his way out of this one.
Don't tempt fate, Hanush.
Istvan! It's over! You want us to come and get you?
I wouldn't advise that. Your friend Divish wants to see his wife alive again.
And Sir Radzig? Are both hostages unharmed?
For now, Hanush, unless circumstances change.
I'm glad to hear it. My guest is also safe and sound, but he's also quite keen to go home. I imagine you feel the same way. It's been a long time since you warmed yourself at your own hearth.
I'm in no hurry. I've plenty of supplies here, grand view and excellent company. What more could I want?
Your freedom!
Freedom? Freedom to get an arrow in the back?
Sir, we're all noblemen here, all bound by honor. I give you my word as a knight and lord, and that of my companions. If you release Lady Stephanie and Sir Radzig, you may leave the castle with your men and go on your way unharmed.
And just how far will we get? What good will it do me if your men attack us in the woods instead of here?
If you give me your word of honor that you will leave and never return, I promise you safe passage to the boundary of this fiefdom. What happens after that is up to you and the will of God Almighty.
Very well then, but I want a small safeguard. I'll give you her ladyship, but Radzig comes with me. I'll release him in Skalitz.
Out of the question! Is our word not good enough for you?
Is mine not good enough for you? I swear I'll release him when I get to a safe distance.
I'll go with him, Hanush. Let the Lady Stephanie have her freedom now.
Father!
Don't worry, son. I trust Lord Toth's self-interest more than his word. He wouldn't be fool enough to harm me.
If you're certain, Radzig.
Prepare horses and supplies, and tell your men to pull back. We'll come down.
You heard him. Get to work. And any man who breaks his truce answers to me.
So, are you really going to let them go?
My word is my bond, Henry.
He's a cutthroat and a liar. Good men are dead because of him. What's to stop us from skewering him as soon as he sets foot outside?
Our honor!
If you let him go, he'll do the same again. Or worse.
God's justice will find him. And then, you'll get a taste of my mace.
If we break our word of honor, we have none. And without honor, we are nothing. Never fear. Your father will be all right.
We'll hunt down those vermin yet.
So, his men are all dead, aren't they? Because if it's only
Bring the
him
horses.
and the other guy up there. Uh-oh. That guy's gonna...
Here she is, as I promised.
He's gonna get
Not
skewered.
a hair on her head harmed.
Stephanie.
Somebody's getting
Forgive
skewered
me,
here.
husband. I'm sorry
For what?
for letting them into the castle.
Come now, my dear. You're not to blame.
I didn't know who he was. He said he was your friend.
Never mind. Did he hurt you?
No.
I'll have my sword
I
back.
hope your word can be trusted.
Certainly more than yours.
If everything goes as agreed, I'll set Radzig free in Skalitz. If anyone tries to follow us, I'll kill him.
I want my sword.
We won't.
My apologies for keeping you from your father, but you'll see each other soon enough. Oh, I almost forgot. Your sword. I expect you'll want it back after all the trouble you went to. Actually, you know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
I look forward to it. Yeah!
Quick! To the battlements! We have to see which way they go! Oh, they really are heading for Skalitz. Mount up, Henry.
You've heard what he'll do if we follow them.
We're not going to follow them. We just have to collect your father. Or do you want him to walk back here when they release him?
Yeah.
What shall I say to him?
Don't worry. It'll come to you.
Ah.
Yeah.
I was hoping just holding shift was going to follow him.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Will Toth keep his word?
He's a noble, right?
Yes. So am I.
So Radzig will be there.
Yeah.
Alright, shift is not
What will
going to
you do
follow
now?
him very well.
Not long ago, I only made plans 3 days ahead at
If
most.
anybody didn't know,
Maybe I really could do something for Rate and his
you can
people.
just hold shift and you'll stay
Something
directly
really
on the path.
Big. But there'll be plenty of time for that later. This is quite a turnaround, isn't it?
What do you mean?
How long have we known each other? A few weeks?
Something like that.
Before that, I was chasing wenches around Rate and you were digging turnips. Now look at us. A pair of veterans.
I was an apprentice blacksmith, not a turnip digger.
Same difference, you silly bugger. The way you found Toth, sneaking into Brannick all on your own. Well, what I mean is, hats off to you, Hal. You wouldn't catch me doing that.
Truth is, I didn't think much about it. I just felt I had to do it.
There's no sign of them. Move on.
There!
I'm glad to see Istvan kept his word, sir.
Not half as glad as I am, Your Grace.
Well, we kept our word too. And now Toth has had his head start and he's fair game. Which way do they go?
To the north, but I would be careful, Sir Hans.
Fear not, Your Grace. I have twice as many men
You know
as
the
he.
collar around his neck? Just to block arrows from
I won't
ricocheting
keep you
up
any
to his
longer.
face.
I'm sure the two of you have a
Same
lot
thing
to say
with
to
the
each other.
armor of Sir Radzig. That
Let's
V.
go!
It's it's a really good design. I watched.
Father.
I am. They treated me quite decently. Although they did steal my horse, so I'll have to go back on foot.
It looks like it's all over.
Not by a long shot. It won't be over until we get this mess cleared up.
And catch that bastard. How could we let him go?
Would you rather we killed him? Even if it meant Lady Stephanie and I died too?
No, of course not. But what was to stop us from killing him after the exchange?
Honor?
Honor?
If the word of honor of a nobleman could not be trusted, then he would never have agreed to the exchange.
And where's the honor in abandoning your son?
You know how it is. We were young. It happened. And I couldn't marry a commoner. Then your father, Martin, came along and took care of both of you.
Well, he knew it.
What? That I was your father? Certainly. He was a great man. He took you as his own. And always kept an eye on you. Of that you can be sure.
I know so little about his past.
He told you nothing? Oddly enough, even though you don't have his blood, you're very like him. When he was around your age, he became bored of his trade and set out to see the world. He lived through many adventures, even fought in a war.
In a war?
Yes, in Poland, I believe. And I don't think he cared much for it.
That's why he wanted me to stay at home.
He spent some time in Prague, then settled in Kuttenberg. But it seems he quarreled with someone there and finally ended up here. You know the rest.
I loved him, but even so, I somehow always had a feeling I didn't quite fit in.
It was in your blood, I suppose.
I lost the one thing I had left from him. Your sword.
Ah, the sword. It's not my sword. It's yours. For a moment there, it was so near, yet so far. Oh, well, it can't be helped.
It was almost within my grasp, but just then I had something else on my mind.
Well, I think we may yet have a chance to get it back. This business with Toth is not yet over, unfortunately.
That's a chance I'd welcome. Not just to get the sword, but that bastard Istvan too. And then I'll find that German whoreson who torched Skalitz, and I'll slay him with it. I'll never forget his face. Or his name. Mark Vart von Aulitz.
There is a noble intention, son.
Love that name.
But don't forget there are other things in this world that are worth living for.
Like what?
Look around you. Blue skies overhead, green grass underfoot, beautiful girls. Good wine, a few good friends, and a fine steed under your backside. Those are things worth living for. Though I can't deny that swine who killed your mother must pay for what he did. But it's better not to dwell too much on that at the cost of those other things. On the subject of steeds, I think we'll have to ride like the Knights Templar.
How's that?
2 up. One day I'll tell you how they got their seal. You can take the front. It's like I always imagined it would be, teaching my boy to ride. Although it would be better if you were a little smaller. My word, it's all go today, isn't it? I wonder who this is.
I
think I know. It's Margrave Jobst.
The king's cousin? I wonder what he wants. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Wait, what? Nuh-uh. No. Come on. I can't believe that. I guess they are making a number 2, right? Like, I mean, why can't we learn about him or something? You know, they could have gone into a little bit more in depth about what their scheming was. So, there's no way number 2 is going to go to another time. Like you were mentioning the other day, I think it was yesterday, you were hoping that it goes into a different battle. But it's got to start off from right there. It has to. Because you still got to get your sword. I honestly thought there was going to be more after this, to be honest with you. I really did. Now I need a new game to play. I have so many. Let's see. Oh, okay.
You're doing well, son.
Father.
Come now.
I'm getting 1,000 frames per second.
That doesn't matter now. I miss you, Amar. I miss you very much.
You'll be fine. We're proud of you.
For what? I let you down. I lost the sword. I let that bastard get away.
Don't be so hard on yourself. There was nothing you could have done to save us. And someone has to live and carry the torch. As for the sword, it's just a thing.
You didn't want me fighting.
Now look at me. Standing up to evil isn't the same as sowing its seeds. You did what was right. I have to leave you now.
Oh, please.
You know I can't stay.
Will I ever see you again?
God knows. Make her proud.
Don't go.
Oh, don't go. No.
What on earth were you dreaming about? I couldn't wake you, and it's well past dawn. Sir Radzig wants you at the upper castle. The lords are in council with Jobst.
Right. I'll go straight away. is it?
It's just... I don't know how to address you anymore. All of a sudden you're Sir Radzig's son, hobnobbing with lords and ladies. And here's me, as common as muck.
This is the guy,
Oh,
the guard
good
at the
over
gate,
you,
right?
idiot. Do I look like a lord
At
to you?
Skalitz.
Not really. You're as much a lord as I am a nun. And I've never looked good in a habit.
Get out of here! Or I'll have you clapped in the stocks.
Hmm. Just have all my old things. Come on, could have given me better stuff. So, main castle.
Stop for a bit. I'll just give you a quick search.
Are you kidding me?
What's going on?
For security reasons.
I am Lord.
I expect your superiors will have a thing or two to say about this.
Exactly.
I meant no offense. Sorry. Go right ahead.
Boy.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah.
Wait, what? Is he... Really? Is he going to search me again?
What's going on?
Such are my orders.
For God's sake, don't bother me. Any delay could cost lives.
Yeah, all right.
I swear I am going to punch this guy.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I can fix it real quick. And besides, I need to go back this way. Anyway. They won't search me anymore. I just gotta pay like 12,000 gold or something, I think.
Yeah.
15,000 gold. I've been a bad boy.
Yeah.
Ah, Hal. Are you going to the meeting with Margrave Jobst as well?
I am. What about Istvan? I assume...
That we didn't catch him? No. Because if we had, you'd be the first one to know. Have no fear. We'll get him eventually.
I hope you're right. Anyway, let's go and see what Jobst wants from us.
Right. Give to the church. Forgive your sins.
My lords, Christ's blessings on you all.
And on you, Lord Capon.
And this is my son, Henry.
I didn't know you had a son, Sir Radzig.
It came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
This gentleman here is John II of Liechtenstein, a member of my council.
I'm honored, gentlemen.
Come join us. Margrave Yobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit. Your Grace?
I'm sure we're all agreed, Your Graces, that all this unrest must come to an end. This kingdom needs a king.
Question is, which king?
My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is being held in captivity.
I have to confess, my lord, that your answer surprises me a little. If I'm correctly informed, until recently you sided with your other cousin, Sigismund.
That I cannot deny, and I have always stated my position plainly. But times have changed.
How have they changed, Your Grace?
Sir, there is one thing on which we undoubtedly concur, that King Wenceslas, unfortunately, did not inherit his father's gift for governing. Sadly, his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole Luxembourg family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's in his temperament. He cares only for wine, women, and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to be king.
Then why didn't he just let his brother have the crown?
Young sir, the crown weighs heavy when there are duties to be performed, but to surrender it means giving up great privileges too.
But he did surrender power to his brother. When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What, you're saying Wenceslas invited him here?
This is starting to make my head spin.
Actually, it makes sense when you think about it. Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in return his brother would help him become the king of the Romans, and leave the actual reign of Bohemia and the empire to him. Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected king of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Well, so would I must admit.
Sigismund's plan seemed sound enough, but it didn't quite work out, did it?
It worked for a while. He and his brother reached an agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation. But then Wenceslas realized he would just be a puppet with a crown.
I must say, Margrave Jobst, Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty children in need of a good clout about the ears.
Sigismund would agree. He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Yes, your graces, it's true. I was there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I thought everything could somehow be settled, that we could make my brother see sense. But Sigismund just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here. The worst of it is that it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is. The king is incompetent, but we must protect him?
The simple truth, gentlemen, is that for all of Wenceslas's faults, we have no one else.
So we'll have to make do with his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Bergolf, Heinrich von Rosenberg.
The situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Bergolf is on your side? Are we to assemble an army together with him and face Sigismund on the field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be settled elegantly, without unnecessary hostilities or expenses. I have negotiated an
Assassination.
alliance with the Hungarian bishops, the Polish, and of course the Czech nobility, against Sigismund. Every day he is losing the ground under his feet, and that's why I need your help too.
What kind of help, though? Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghoff, and Prague are behind him. Do you have an army you could face him with?
But that's not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary, partly due to my efforts, and now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise, or hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghoff know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his alliance with Wenceslas. Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate. Even Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, Your Grace, King Wenceslas languishes in captivity in Vienna. He can't rule too well from there.
And what do you propose? To sit with your arms folded till the Bohemian lands are turned to ashes like Skalitz? We have to put a stop to this senseless war.
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
I'm not on the best of terms with them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourselves.
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Berghoff at his castle and we'll see what he tells me.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Though a little risky.
I doubt Berghoff would harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do next.
I'll help you compose a letter to him.
I'd like Henry to come with me.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator, and he'll also be a good bodyguard if anything should happen.
And I'll send Sir John here to Kuttenberg to be my eyes and ears there. I believe both your reports will help us get a better grip on the situation.
When can you set out?
Just as soon as I've packed my things.
Excellent. Margrave Jobst and I will draft the letter. Get ready, and we'll meet back here.
I expect it would be best to write it in your name as Lord of Lipa.
Quite so, Margrave.
What exactly am I to write?
Oh, what isn't really the issue? The question is how.
So what do you think of it all, Sir Divish?
I think I don't know what to think.
That makes two of us.
If I didn't know anything about Jobst, I'd say he's right and absolutely truthful. But I've heard too much about him already.
Likewise. But I do feel he's the one with the best chance to put things right.
Well, we'll see what we learn from Berghoff. If the League of Lords stands with Sigismund, then our chances pale, in spite of everything Jobst said.
We shall see. We shall see. So, it looks like you're off on a mission.
Yes. Another one.
I can't wait.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy, but watch out. These are evil times, and who knows what can happen along the way. Not to mention that Berghoff is no saint.
Don't worry.
I know. You've shown you can fend for yourself, but do take care. You'll be traveling as Lord Capon's bodyguard. You'll be there to make sure nothing untoward happens to him. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. What Berghoff tells you is one thing, but what you see may be quite another.
Rest assured, Father.
And don't get embroiled in anything else. Just hand over the letter, hear out his reply, and return.
Yes.
Very well. Berghoff is at Trotsky Castle. I think you'll find it quite an eye-opener. It's one of the finest castles in the land. It's 3 days' ride from here, so unless you hit a snag along the way, you'll be back soon enough. Any questions?
I'm getting a bit lost in the Luxembourg lineage. It all seems a bit too tangled.
The Luxembourgs have ruled the Empire and Bohemia for almost 100 years now. Emperor Charles brought this land to prominence. When he was in power, things had never been so good. Wenceslas and Sigismund are his sons, but
I
by different
have
mothers.
a
Jops
suggestion
and
box
Prokop are their cousins. They were
down at the
entrusted
bottom
with
of my
governing
chat.
Moravia, but instead, they've been in a bitter armed
I do
feud
have a
for
few
years,
games
and now Sigismund's
in my
fallen out with
repertoire
Wenceslas. Wenceslas also had another brother,
on
the
Steam,
youngest,
and
John of
also a
Görlitz,
couple other
who was most probably poisoned.
systems.
They seem like a hot-blooded lot.
Give like
It's hard to keep
3
up with their
suggestions,
affairs, since they tend to change their alliances
and we'll see
from
what I
one
have.
day to the next.
And then we'll see if I'm able to, get that streamed or not. Might help me out pick something next. Or I can pause the stream now, or not the stream itself, but pause this game and go over to my Steam page. And we can take a peek at what games that I have there. It's up to you though.
Who is he really, this Jobst?
The cousin of King Wenceslas? He's the Margrave of Moravia. I admit I don't know what to make of him myself. Until recently, he was allied with the League of Lords. For a time, he even served Rupert of the Palatinate against the king. And now suddenly, he's
I'm good
reversed
with
his position.
most
I don't know
genres.
what led him to do it, and one can't help being suspicious. It's best to keep a watchful eye on him. But he really is the leader of
I
the
would prefer
resistance
not
against Sigismund these days.
like
We'll just have to see how it all
horror.
turns out.
Any RPG element type game, story driven, exploration. I'd even do first person shooter, except for, I don't know, I'm not that big on first person shooter, although I'll do it. A lot of my friends like to play them, so I'll play with them every now and then. I'm not the best, but I'm definitely not the worst either. Let's see, there's creativeness, being creative. Here, I'll give you a quick peek of what I have here. Hold on. If I can.
I'm getting a bit lost in the Luxembourg lineage.
Oops. Go back. Stop.
That's about all.
So let me save here real quick. And I'll switch my window monitor. Display 1. And I'll also put my camera in here. Whew. I don't need to be that big. All right. So here, my library. I don't know if you're able to see all that. And no, I haven't played any DSX. I saw DSX starting to come out. All right, I'll wait a minute. I'm pulling up my Twitch account here. Yeah, I do apologize about where I'm at right now, guys. Everybody that's watching right now. We are trying to figure out what game to play next, because I'll probably end up going through some of the end game. I don't know. I'll probably stream the end game too, but just kind of want to know what we'll do next. I want to go to my suggestion box, see if there's anybody posting anything here. Doesn't look like it though. All right, well, while we're waiting. All right, well, while we're waiting. All right, well, while we're waiting. All right, well. I'm so sorry about that. I had my own stream pulled up. I didn't mute it right away. While we're waiting, I'll go back into the game here and we'll continue the story. I'm sorry about that.
I believe we have written it well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt. No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
I must travel back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even satisfy the Cumans. That's why he raided Kuttenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said,
You need a bath.
Boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle. We'll be back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
It'll be about a fortnight, not
I
a
wish
few
you
days.
Godspeed.
It's a few days to get there. fortnight being 2 weeks. So congratulations, you've completed the main storyline. If you like, you can still embark on side quests and activities or just wander the world. You can end the game anytime afterwards by writing off the map with Sir Hans Capon's squad. So is ending the game, does that give us some sort of extra cinematic?
Come now, Hal.
Because that's the only thing that I'm interested in at this point in this game. Speak with him, and so that's what we'll do. I'll go ahead and finish this out because I don't have any side quests that I would even care to finish.
Down.
For the first half of the game, I was doing 100%. But I mean, because I don't have very many side quests available anymore. But kind of not in the mood to do it.
Huh. So, can we set off now, Henry?
Absolutely.
Of course. I can't wait.
So, to horse. The Lord of Burgov is bound to be waiting us eagerly.
So any new viewers that are coming on online right now, if you guys have any suggestions on maybe what to play next, you know, give a few. Maybe I've got something that you suggest. I'd probably end up starting that stream tomorrow, or maybe even today. Maybe I'll start, depending on if like there's a character creation in the game. I'll definitely do that.
I'm getting used to
today.
What about Rodsig?
I've got
Has he
about
accounted for not owning up to you the whole
an
time?
hour,
He explained it.
hour and 15 minutes that I can
Glad
still
to
play.
hear it. It's far more acceptable for a nobleman to befriend a noble bastard than a blacksmith's son.
Mind you, don't come to blows with a blacksmith, my young lord.
Ugh.
Watch what you're doing.
Yeah. What do you think about Sir Jobst and his plan?
Well, I admit all the scheming has me a little lost. I thought Sigismund was the devil, Wenceslas a martyr, those on his side the heroes, and those against him the villains. I believed we'd rescue the king and all would be well again, but now it looks a lot more complicated.
Exactly. I didn't expect the noble lords to be as noble as the angels, but I hadn't expected such a sewer. They behave like children.
I can't fathom how after all this backstabbing they're somehow still on speaking terms.
I don't know either. It beggars belief.
I wonder, is there a new game plus?
Did you know that King Wenceslas is such a
Feckless drunkard? Not really. And to be honest, I'm not sure I wanted to know. I slept better believing my fate was watched over by a wise and powerful monarch.
So did I.
What a dismal world when you can't keep trusting your own king.
On the other hand, times were better with him here than with him gone.
Isn't that the truth?
What do you think of Sigismund?
If I were him, I'd have had enough of my brother even sooner.
But he's a monster. Look at what those hordes of his are getting up to here. What he did in Skalitz.
True enough. On the other hand, if Wenceslas and Prokop hadn't double-crossed him, none of this would have happened.
No one forced him to burn Skalitz.
That's a fact. But he couldn't let them shit all over him either. Not that I'm defending him, mind.
He's a weasel.
No doubt about that.
Do you know anything about Prokop?
I want to say thank you for coming to the stream,
Johannes should tell
everybody.
you a thing or two about
Appreciate it.
Why?
Last winter, a certain Sir Jan Sokol of Lamberg, a well-known knight, or robber baron to some, tried to occupy the city of Iglau, which was on the orders of none other than Prokop.
And what has that got to do with Hanish?
Well, he was there with him. Of course, that's not something to brag about in front of Yost.
And what was it all about?
They wanted to occupy a city that was on the side of the League of Lords, but despite there being several hundred strong, they didn't take it. For one thing, they couldn't get past the Iglau women, with their pitchforks and cauldrons of hot water.
I would never have thought of Sir Hanish as such a rebel.
And have you heard anything about Rupert of the Palatinate?
A little. He can't manage even to wrest power from a king who doesn't much care for ruling and isn't fighting back. That doesn't seem like a man who has what it takes to rule. And that's all I need to know.
And that Berghoff we're going to see, do you know anything about him?
I haven't heard much good about him, but I have a feeling that some other nobles are quite in awe of him. And his castle is apparently quite impressive. I'll be interested to see for myself.
And what about the League of Lords?
Wealthy, pompous. The king doesn't seem to like them much. He's chosen to let the lesser ranks of the nobility into his circle, men like your father. I admit I don't blame him one bit. But the lords weren't happy about their lost influence, so they put their foot down. If I were Wenceslas, I'd have let them hang after they abducted me the first time. But he gave them seats at the provincial council? Little wonder they're back at their old tricks.
For anybody that's wondering, this is the end of the game. Right now we're riding off to the edge of the map, so that way we can go to another province or kingdom, fiefdom, something like that. I just wanted to see if there's anything like extra, another cinematic perspective. Already went through the first credit roll. Still trying to decide what we want to play next. Might do some RTS. I don't know. A little bit of RTS, like Dwarf Fortress even. Nah, I won't stream Dwarf Fortress, not unless everybody wanted it. But I don't know. I got a few games. We'll take a look. This game was really, really fun. I really like the combat of this game. It starts off very challenging, which I like. I don't like starting a game like this, like a medieval game, and you're already basically a master swordsman. You already know how to parry, you already know how to riposte. You know, you've already got everything you ever need as far as skill base, except for your own personal skill level on the mouse and keyboard. Games like that really intrigue me. Uh-oh. Wait until he arrives at the camp. But not only that, not only the combat system, I liked the character creation. The character backstory, what everybody's about in this game is really awesome as well. Everybody's got their own, you know, side quests, history. There's a lot that you don't really get, you know, history on. But the little bit of story that you get on some of these main characters is astonishing.
Greetings. What business have you?
Well, young sir, what now? Shall we ride boldly forth to adventures new?
I never took you for a romantic soul.
But as it happens, a romantic soul is just what I need by my side right now.
What, here? Now? Aren't we leaving?
Ah, that's just the thing. Here we are, about to ride off into the unknown. Well, who knows what fate has in store for us? What if we should fall as heroes on the battlefield?
Oh.
How could I depart this world with a quiet heart, never having known true love?
I'm a little worried about you, sir. Aren't you getting overheated inside that armor?
Look, I can't just go off and get my head chopped off somewhere without first winning the heart of the girl I love. So are you going to help me or not?
This is Battle of the Bastards, I think, the DLC.
Well, affairs of the heart are what I do best. I'll be glad to help you. So what do you want me to do?
You, Hal, shall be my messenger of love. You shall bear her a letter and a gift from a secret admirer.
Why me? It's not like you to be bashful, Sir Hans. You can just go and tell her...
One of the DLCs, anyway.
Certainly not. Carolina is different to the others. She was educated in a convent and needs to be handled with kid gloves. Romanced. I must court her secretly. It's the latest fashion in France.
And who is this Carolina?
The fairest maid that ever walked the earth. Carolina. The butcher's daughter. You must have noticed a divine creature in the marketplace. Unless you're more interested in barnyard animals.
Carolina. I do know her. She's a pretty girl, all right, but, well, a little below your station.
Love knows no station but the heart. And you keep your peasant eyes off her. Your task is simple. All you have to do is get hold of a necklace fine enough to grace her lovely neck. I did have
Hey,
one
you're
that
fine.
I inherited from
Savannah.
my great
I
grandmother.
just decided to go back to the game and
Unfortunately, not anymore.
continue on. But looks like all I'm doing right now, it's the quest like the fairest maiden in the land or something, with Lord Capon before we ride off of the map. I thought it would take us like completely out of the game once we got here, but it didn't even give me the option to continue further. We got to the end camp, the camp where I said that there was a chest.
What happened to it?
As you can see, there's a chest now.
Dice at the inn. But you'll get it back for me. You're a smart lad. I'm sure you'll figure out a way. And
So
I'll reward you.
you haven't done
handsomely.
any of the DLC?
Oh, all right then. Is there something else I should know about this necklace?
I lost it at dice in the Ledechko Tavern when I was there to see... Well, that's not important.
So, some dice player from Ledechko won your grandmother's valuable necklace. Haven't you learned anything from losing to Zdena, the bathhouse wench?
My great-grandmother's. And as it happens, I have learned a trick or two. But that fellow has the luck of the devil. No doubt he'll still be sitting there, swindling other folk out of their hard-earned groschen.
Oh, what's the use? All right, all right. I'll go to Ledechko, find this diabolical dice player and see what I can do. Though I'll probably lose my shirt to him.
Well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Take care.
I don't lose at dice. See, the tournaments was fun. That's where I did a lot of my training, sword fighting and defense and stuff. That's why my skills are as high as they are, is because I did the tournaments. But even Lord Capon has a quest for you to go do the tournaments for him, because he was supposed, I don't know, he was saying he took on a pupil or something, and he asked me to be that pupil and win the tournament for him. I think that's really the only DLC that I've completed right now. If you like, I can do all the DLCs. I have no problem doing that, because I do enjoy playing the game. And it'll give me a little bit longer with this game to figure out what I want to do next. Yeah, I can do that. I don't know, what do you think? Alright, sure. we'll do one DLC at a time. Alright, so let's take a peek where we're going. So I gotta go to Ledethco. And right now, let's see. Pretty sure we're here. This is where we are. And this is where that chest is that I mentioned to you about. Sorry, I was on the wrong part of the map. Oops. There's a chest here now. There didn't used to be one here. Oh, it's all my stuff now. Wait, no it isn't.
Well, I never.
Huh. Look at that.
What?
This sword was not in this chest when I came here earlier on in the game.
Hey. Who are you?
And it's all about being stolen. Yeah, what I will do is watch this. Before they even notice that it's gone. See, I don't have anything stolen. What are you guys talking about? Oh. They don't even care. Okay. Right? Like, I did that to steal a sword out of the weapon shop, the hero sword, one of the first swords that is considered to be the best early game sword that you can obtain. I stole it, ran and put it in my horse's inventory, let the guards search me, and they just went about their business like I didn't do anything after that. I think I had like a small fee to pay, very small fee. Alright, so we're here and we need to go to Ledethco. So we need to just travel along this road. Might even be able to just go straight through the forest.
Yeah.
Or not the forest, but through the fields. That's what we'll do. Go up this way a little bit before we do that. There's going to be a road here, and then that's my sign to veer off. Yeah, no, I didn't play DSX. You must have gotten your phone call as I answered that question for you. Now, I take that back. I did play DSX, the first original one. But I only played it for, I don't know, maybe an hour. It's quite an old game, for one. For two, I don't know if it's quite my playstyle to be 100% sneaky.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do it. I love sneaky games, but I also like to have the ability to just go ham without, I don't know, dying every time. Like there's this other game that I played. It was based on a what was he? It was a goblin. I'm trying to remember the name of the game. Like the hardest difficulty level of the goblin game is True Goblin, I believe is the name of the difficulty level. And if you don't sneak around and you get caught by a human guard, you're just dead basically. I mean, he grabs you on the head, he picks you up, and he says, stab, and you're just dead. Oh, really? I don't know. I mean, DSX seems like it. I mean, I'll look more into it. Let's put it that way. I will look more into it. I think I still have it on my Steam account, actually. So, I am here. So I just need to follow the road all the way to the next river. Oops.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's a lot of people that are like absolutely in love with DSX. Which way am I supposed to go? Left.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh. There for a longest time, I hadn't bought. I didn't buy new games for a long time. So even like the newest DSX games, I looked at them. They looked really intriguing. I wanted to play them. I don't really have the means to make these purchases. If I don't already have the game, I probably won't be able to stream it for now.
Yeah.
Kinda lost my job. That's kind of why I'm doing a little bit more streaming. So there's the windmill. I need to travel left because I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just you know, throw a couple of suggestions down there, Savanic or whoever. Yeah. See, it's tough. It really is. And I lost my job. I mean, the majority of it was my fault. Because I stopped being. And by the way, how you doing, Miss Jive? Thank you for being here in the stream today. Excuse me. But I lost my job because my punctuality. I was starting to be late more often than I was, you know, allowed to. But that's not the only reason I lost my job. That was just the deciding factor. I had injured myself at work. My knee, my right knee. I actually have to go in for surgery sometime. I don't have it scheduled yet because I'm still waiting for workman's comp to figure out all the paperwork. I actually got a lawyer looking into it because it's taken them way too long to get me scheduled in. I mean, it's probably been a good month now since they told me that I was going to need surgery on my knee. And I don't know, like, I really don't know where I was going with that, but I need surgery and they're not scheduling me anything. Oh, right, back to work, why I got fired. So because I got injured at work, I hadn't been able to do my job to the fullest capability. I was a warehouse supervisor, and they were not liking the fact that I couldn't do my job. So they couldn't fire me because I got injured at work. But at the same time, they weren't going to be very lenient if I, made mistakes. They weren't going to be lenient at all. And so because I had a couple of... Uh-oh. Alright. I need to close this here. Sorry. Give me 1 second. I'll continue my story.
No luck at dice? Rabbit paws of all colors, shapes, and sizes.
Alright. Yeah, so they didn't give me any leniency, where they've given other people leniency. So they fired me. And I can't prove that they fired me due to my injury, so I can't sue them or anything. Alright, so where is this guy that I need to see? I need to go to the tavern.
That
sound.
Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where is the tavern? Is it on the other side? Thought it was on this side. Oh, it's just closer to the river. Okay.
Yeah.
Mandrake roots taken straight from the gallows at midnight.
The Death Go player. It's funny because I think I have his dice.
I'll be with you.
Are you the one who played dice with Lord Capon?
Played and won, lad. A fine noble he may be, but he can no more throw dice than I can read Latin.
I can't disagree with you there. But look here, have you still got that piece of jewellery you won from him?
No, I don't. Some noble rode through here and we had a game or two. Only them dice kept falling his way. I was lucky to keep my boots. He's got the necklace now.
Did you know where this fellow was heading?
He was waiting for someone here, but when they didn't show up by midday, he rode on. He mentioned something about camping by the bridge over the Sasau River. That one before the charcoal burners camp. You might still catch him there with a bit of luck.
There aren't many fords along the river on the way to Sasau. Can you tell me anything else about him?
Fine gent he was, well dressed, on horseback. Had quite a lot to say. Seems he saw a bit of the world.
You said they fell well for him?
Aye, no wonder. Fine dice they was, made special, all shiny and whatnot.
That's all I need to know.
Good luck to you.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Actually, which side of the river do I want to be on? The river is going to be this way, so I need to be on the opposite side.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to follow this river all the way up until the bend,
Yeah.
and then continue on straight. I think it's probably the fastest way to get there where I'm going. What other DLCs have you tried doing, Savanic? Or what about Miss Jive? Have you done any of the DLC? Oh, okay. So it'll be your first playthrough, huh? Tell you what, man, it's a
I was able to swim.
it's a pretty good game. So I'm actually done with all the main quest. I don't know if you were here before I completed the game, so there shouldn't be any spoilers unless you've already spoiled some of the game for yourself. But I have no control over that. Let's see, you go straight until I hit the other river.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big download. How much longer do you have to wait? Uh-oh. Guess what might happen, Savanic?
Yeah.
Might have to do a little bit of fighting here. Oh, come on. How can you get stuck on that tiny little thing? Oh, see, I already did all the Teresa DLC.
What's that?
Alright, so I made it to the next river. I'm right about here. So I need to just follow the river on my right hand side again.
Yeah.
Oh. Man, 20 gigabytes.
Jesus, it's not as shallow as it looks.
Yeah.
But Teresa was pretty fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Man, she's such an assassin. Did you watch all of it? Like, she plays the role way better than... Oh, yeah, that's not it.
Yeah.
She plays the role way better than what Henry did. Let me... Oh, okay. Yeah, so I haven't been streaming that long. No, I've actually only been streaming about a week and a half. Looks like I'm either here. I think I'm here. So I got a little bit further to go. Now, I created my account a long time ago and I streamed... Actually, I don't think I ever actually streamed. I know I used the same software to put my stuff on YouTube. Because a long time ago, I did do a couple of videos on YouTube, like when Diablo 3 was coming out. I had a beta key, so that was the first thing that I streamed. Oh, my dog is dying.
Yeah.
seems. Okay, I just found this area. Let's go up here on the road. The road will lead us pretty close to it. Actually, I'll just say this. Right here. This is good.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, Minecraft isn't as big as it used to be. It's still really big. So Red Dead Redemption 2, huh?
You after something? I'm afraid my friend here won't tell you much.
Your friend? Oh, I'm very sorry. And, well, I don't want to be insensitive, but I was hoping to get something from him. My master's necklace, which he won at dice.
Your master? Who would that be?
Well, Sir Radzig Cobbler of Skalitz is my liege lord. I'm Henry, but just now I'm helping Sir Hans Capon with a private matter.
Those are weighty names in these parts. I'm Sir Anselm of Domkey, in the service of... well, that's not important. I'd like to give you...
Your channel? Oh, Minecraft.
I'd like to ask you for your help.
Yeah, I don't... Minecraft on YouTube has never really died down, though. Because even people that have been streaming it for, what, 6+ years are still putting videos up on YouTube for Minecraft. Minecraft has got a lot of updates since I last played it, though.
I'm listening. Tell me what you know.
I will. And I'm sure it will help you find that necklace. The thing is, this is all my fault. I got held up on the way to meet Alphonse. By the time I got here, I found him like this.
PewDiePie.
God have mercy on his soul.
Amen, lad. I was heartbroken and enraged by turns, tearing my hair and cursing. Alphonse was my good friend, and it pains me to know he was only here on account of me. I brought him into a certain business matter to negotiate with some people, and he agreed. And this is how it ended up. When I finally pulled myself together, I took a look around and found some tracks. I followed them to the camp of those very brigands that Alphonse was supposed to negotiate with.
Nah, you can't trust anyone these days. So how can I help?
You can pass yourself off as Alphonse. Get into the bandits' camp and find that fucking murderer. And when you do, you'll find what you're looking for.
That doesn't make any sense. If one of them killed Alphonse, he'll know I'm not him.
No. They never saw him before. So whoever killed him surely took him for some passing merchant.
Are you quite sure they don't know him?
Aye. He moved in altogether different circles, among decent people. That's the very reason I asked him for help. So I reckon the best thing is for you to introduce yourself as Alphonse, have a snoop around, and come back to me when you find out anything.
Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm just going to change the name of my stream here real quick. There we go.
That doesn't make any sense. If one of them killed Alphonse... Now, wouldn't it be better if you did that yourself? After all, I know nothing about this Alphonse. They'd see through me.
I'd do it if I could, lad. Only they know me, and I'm not on the best of terms with them. They'd most likely kill me on sight. Then the two of us would be dead and those bastards would get away with it.
Well, I hope I can avoid the same fate. Is there anything else I should watch out for while passing myself off as Alphonse?
The main thing is to look and sound like a noble, not a peasant, a commoner. So dress the part. No rags or rusty iron.
What can you tell me about Alphonse?
Seems like we already got this information. Here we go. No.
What was the purpose of Sir Alphonse's negotiations? I'll need to know that.
Look, Henry, you'd best avoid that subject if at all possible. Just find the murderer for me, get your necklace, and I'll take care of the rest.
It'll be a bit hard to avoid that, since it was supposed to be the entire purpose of his visit.
True. Well, Alphonse was supposed to talk Erhard into moving his robbing raids towards Benishov, especially holding up merchants' wagons heading for Prague. In return, he was to offer a reward of up to 12,000 groschen and safe haven in Pilgrims.
I see. So you work for someone in Pilgrims?
No, neither Pilgrims nor Benishov, nor Vlachim for that matter. It's a bit complicated. Damn politics.
Hey, Mystic Jive. Thank you very much for the follow, by the way. I just now saw it. I appreciate that.
My word. The whole thing sounds like quite a twisted affair.
So are you going to help me?
I'll help you. I'll have to go there to look for the necklace anyway, and this seems as good a way as any.
Thanks 1,000-fold.
I don't believe him.
And for the love of God, don't get caught. I'd never forgive myself if another man lost his life on my account. If it starts to look risky, take to your heels.
I'll bear that in mind. There's something else I'd like to... I've no more
Okay.
questions.
So it won't let me take back what I said. I was going to see about finding out if he was the one that murdered him.
Looks like he died without a struggle. Maybe killed in his sleep. They took everything he had. Money, jewellery, even his boots.
Do you need help?
I want to see what's on this guy. I guess first. Just in case this breaks the quest. Oops. Golden spurs. Magdeburg sword. I don't think I've heard of that one yet. I mean, he did say I gotta dress up like a nobleman. Oops. Took a couple of things off there. Okay. Do you like my my approach to that? Up. What? How'd you get there? Alright, so across the river, follow the road to the camp, and then I'll veer off.
Yeah.
He is down below, way down there in the description, or where all my labels and stuff are. If you click on him, I think you get like 10 clicks or something like that per 10 seconds. You can level him up, and as you level him up, he will change to different forms. And every once in a while, he spawns with some extra little quirk that you're able to do. Is that a gravestone?
Yeah.
Okay, gonna V off. There's the camp. Oh, there's the hill.
Yeah.
Gotta go around the hill.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Get up there.
Ah!
Ugh.
Yeah. Ah!
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna be filthy by the time I get to them. Alright, so I had to go pretty long ways around the hill. Should be up this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I've climbed the highest mountain at the very beginning of the game. And if you do that, there's actually a pickaxe at the very top that gives you better
Look what I've got for
smithing.
you.
I don't know if maybe you knew that, maybe you didn't, but little piece of advice or, you know, tip. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So now it seems
Yeah.
I'm in the right spot. Nope, I just got out of the right spot.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm at the top of it somewhere. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah. At the basically the elders, if you go on top of that mountain and you keep going up there, there's going to be a flat plateau somewhere near the top. I guess you're supposed to only be able to access it at the end of the game when you learn all your thumbs and stuff. But there is a spot up there that there's a pickaxe and there's ebony that you can mine up there.
Yeah.
Where is this camp? Oh, here's the road.
Yeah.
Does the road ever go into the camp? No, it does not.
Yeah.
Works if I don't try to go through brush, huh? Where is this camp? looks like there's something right here. Alright. So what I'm going to do... Repair all that armor. And... I'm going to get my speech up. And also, if I have it, I don't think I have it. This one is combat skills, rage, this one strength, lullaby, charisma. Your charisma is reduced by 2. I don't want that. This one? Yeah, okay. So this will be good for now. Okay. That was a nice little cutscene, I guess. Announce yourself at the camp entrance.
Would I be right in assuming this is the encampment of Sir Erhard?
That looked ridiculous.
You must be Sir Alphonse, eh? All the way from Prague, eh?
Not at all, Goodman. From Slaney.
Ah, well, that's quite a haul. How was your journey?
As well as might be expected in these perilous times.
Oh, aye. The roads ain't safe at all these days. There's all sorts of rabble waiting to rob unwary folk and even kill them.
Indeed, indeed, I concur. One must be wary, well, cautious even, when travelling.
Right then, but you'll have to wait a while. Sir Erhard is busy at the moment.
No matter, I shall just,
but it's easy to pass the time here. There's always a dice game going on, with nice things being wagered. I had my eye on a fine pair of gauntlets, and some old piece of jewelry.
Jewelry, you say?
That's right. Just go and see old Blaha, the fellow sitting at that table there. He can read, write, and do sums as good as any scribe, and other things, too. He keeps things in shape here a bit.
Thank you. I may well do that.
What did you used to do before all this? So hungry. You wouldn't believe me.
I was told I could have a game or two here until Sir Erhard has time to see me.
Aye, he's got his hands full at the moment. You must be Sir Alphonse, eh? I'm Blaha, Sir Erhard's servant. I take care of things here a bit.
Including dice? It has come to my attention that there are interesting things being wagered.
True enough, we've got a fine pair of plate gauntlets, 2 necklaces, one of them's a lovely piece, a good sharp sword, and some other things, I don't remember what. The custom here is if you want to play, you've got to wager something to join.
Do you really think it's appropriate to ask your lord's guest to pay for his own entertainment?
Since you put it that way, sir. No, perhaps not. You want to play right away, or...?
Why wait? I'll play now.
No beating around the bush. That's the way. You'll play against Noggin now. He's not the brightest, and he ain't a good loser.
All right.
Sure ain't easy. Fuck.
Got lots of dice.
I need a good scratch
Check this
to
out.
cheer me up. I've got a pick.
This guy's got some interesting dye too. Maybe I should take a peek.
Fucking nice, fucking please. Like it's the first time you got them. You must be used to it.
Ha, sixes.
I'll never get used to this.
Try washing yourself once in a while.
You wash yourself.
Man, we gotta play up to 6,000 points.
I'm not taking the risk. I only wash when it's raining.
You must be chasing women away.
Excuse me.
They can smell it through, man.
Killing, fighting, never losing, robbing, fucking, whores and boozing. Take the women, burn the village. Drink, annihilate and pillage. Burning, wrecking, making strife. How sweet it is, a robber's life. No one to rob here. Fucking boy.
Did you play a lot of dice when you played the game?
I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna get soaked. What else is there to do here?
Yeah. I played at a good number. What I liked most was going around and stealing people's dice, like seeing that he's got the devil dice like that I have, I want to take it.
So hungry I can eat my food. I think should have stayed home.
Like I've done a lot of thieving in this game. A lot of thieving. Like I can thieve like in the open public.
I gotta piss.
Dun dun dun!
You're a fucking cheat. Sir, I challenge you to a duel.
I'm so
I
I
accept.
won't take any accusations from you. I accept.
Hey, I'll get his dice. Maybe.
I'll slaughter you.
Oh, come on.
Fucking come on then.
Really? Oh, you're gonna pull out your sword?
Yo! Come here, little liver.
Really?
Gone
Come
weak at
on.
the knees, have you? You're dead! Take that! What's the matter? Come on. Your end is nigh.
I'm going to enjoy this.
God!
Why?
I'll slaughter you. Is that all you've got? You... Come here, Lily Liver.
Bring it on.
Well landed.
Really didn't think knocking him out was gonna cause that.
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Whoops. Well then. We'll do this again. Thanks for all your stuff. Oh, I'm not going to sleep with a dead man. Why, him? What do you mean he doesn't deserve it? He's totally the murderer. There's no way he's not the murderer. Like, the way he answered his question, or the questions, you know, like, there's just no way. So, oops. Let's go ahead and put on that gear.
Would I be right in assuming this is the encampment of Sir Erho? You?
What song?
Not at all. Right there. Thank you.
Rivers of blood and a bloody flood.
I gotta do this again.
No one to obey. Fucking boring.
What's up with that? Oh, that's the sun coming through. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is. I enjoy it. So the rules of the game is you want to get matches or straights. You have short straight and you have a long straight. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or it can start at 2. Either way. But for instance, like this one here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, but I would need a 5 to complete that. If you don't have matches, you have to have at least 3 to match. But if you don't have matches, then you have to roll either a 1 or a 5. The 1 or a 5 you can take as just a single thing. And as the 1 is 100 points, the 5 is only 50 points. Unless, if you put together 3 of them, then it multiplies the 5 by 100, or whatever it is. And then it multiplies it again by another 100 if you have 4 of them. So instance, this die, because it's a devil's head, it actually plays as any number, so it'll go to 1,000 instead of just 500. But now that I'm done rolling, I don't want to continue because I only have 1 dice left. So I'm actually going to press Q to take my score and let him play his hand.
Fucking sick head. Can't drink no more today.
It's similar to Yahtzee. It's similar to Yahtzee is probably how I would best explain it if you've ever played Yahtzee. But see, for instance, this one, I can do 2 1s,
Should have stayed home.
but that's only going to get me 200 points. So I'll just leave it as 1 1, and then I'll roll again so that way I have more dice in order to have a higher chance of having several land on the same face. So for instance, this one, I only have 2 5s, so I'll just take the 1 1 because it gives me the most points.
What else is there to do here?
And again, these dice are not falling in my favor this time. Alright, so I don't want to risk just rolling 2 and losing all of my points, so I'm going to hit Q to add it to my bank. Actually, it's not the same. I was going to say it's similar to the game of Pig, but it's really not. Ones and 5s. See, this one I can either choose the 3s to get 300 points or choose the 5 to only get 50 points. I'll choose the 5 so that way I have more dice to roll. And I only have that. I'll go ahead and do it again. 200 points isn't anything to scoff at if I lose. And same thing with this hand. I'll do the same thing. Hopefully I'll get 2 1s or 2 5s.
Fucking camp. I've had enough of this shit.
How much longer do you have until your game is downloaded? My game normally downloads pretty quick.
I'm so tired. Killing, fighting, never losing, robbing, fucking whores and boozing. Take the women, burn the village.
I'll leave it at that.
Annihilate and killing. Burning, wrecking, making strife. How sweet it is, a robber's life!
You should take it, it's your own. I'm kidding, don't do that. Oh, it's my dice. See, I can either take the 1s, or I can make this devil's head a 5, but 1s give more points. And I'm done, I win.
You're a fucking...
I accept your fight. So, I won't put him in a chokehold.
You're better than I expected. I yield.
Let's see.
I gotta piss.
Have him pay to be released. Continue combat. Should I make him give me his sword, or should I make him pay? I'll take his sword.
You're not going anywhere armed. Leave your weapon on the ground and get lost.
All right.
Yeah, I know. That was the best duel. Alright, where'd he go? Aw. I was gonna let him run away and then I was gonna take his dice. Whatever.
Fucking right. Fucking food. Like it's the first thing you got.
I want to play. They fell your way last time. You'll play Berta. He's a man, but they.
A man with a damn reason. Sorry, I skipped that one.
Fucking sickhead. I'll drink no more of that.
Ooh, look at that roll. One, two, three, four, five. And then I have a 1. See, there's the small straight. The small straight gives me 500 points. But then I have a 1 here that I can also select as its own die. And then press F and continue rolling because I used all of my die.
Filth. Stink everywhere. Should have stayed home.
So I can accumulate more points. You know, I'm actually surprised to hear that people are still buying this game and playing it. When I saw on Twitch that there was quite a few people still streaming it, I was like, why not? You know, I really like the game.
What a shitty day. Need a good scrap to cheer me up.
Yeah, I'm gonna get soaked. What else is there to do here?
And continue. 1, 2. Well, it goes up to 4, so 1. We'll roll again. And 1s, and we'll stop there. Only 400 more points. So, Sir Vanek, have you beaten all of the DSX games?
No one's Robbie. Fucking boring. Yeah, I'm gonna get soaked. What else is there to do here?
I want to play. They fell your way last time. You'll play against Maladata. He's a bit.
You'll see for yourself.
Fuck.
Sorry.
I'm almost sober again.
This is my last game of die. And then I've got to go pick up my kids. I appreciate full-heartedly you guys stopping by. And especially for you, Sir Vanek, you've come back to my stream. What's it now? 3 or 4 days.
No one to rob here.
Human
Fucking
revolution only. Mankind divided. Had game-breaking bug. Whoa! You see his dice? I'm gonna try this roll again. Oh, I bust. Look at this guy's dice. I think those dice favor odd numbers. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to be able to beat this guy. Oh, you guys can't see my points really. Sorry about that.
I'm so tired.
Oh my gosh. I have to win this round. Like, I have no other choice. 3,000, or so 1,000, that would make 4,000. I need to get lucky. Yeah, that was, Alright, come on, get a 1 or a 5. 1 or a 5. Ah, Alright, let's do this again. Maybe we got this. So I'm at 5,250. Look. Oh no, now I'm at 5,250. Okay. See if I can get another 1,000. Oh no! Bust. He ain't gonna bust.
Why must he keep showing up here?
Oh, come on. Oh, wow. Okay. Got one more chance. Got a 1 or 5s. The 5s will only give me 500 points. This will give me 100 just for one die. We'll do it that way. So I have just another only 1. Oh, come on. Why are my dice sucking right now? So bad. So bad. Come on. Oh! He wins. That's it right there.
Fucking weather. Fucking tent. I'm so hungry I can eat my boots.
You cheated.
There you go.
I'll kill you.
Ah, a bit of fun for a change. The last fella I killed didn't even see me coming.
Yeah, cool. I can challenge him.
Is that all you've got?
No surrender. We finish what we started.
Cover!
Fuck it. Oh, come on. I thought that was going to be honorable.
You're dead. Bring it on! Go! Ow! Ow! Get what for? You've gone weak at the knees. Quitting.
Huh.
Is
I'm
that the
stuck.
best you can do?
Oh, finally.
Come on, little river.
slaughter you.
You call that combat?
Enough! Please.
Yeah! Blood will be spilt. You'll get what for. Is that the best you can do? Shit!
Bring it on.
Oh, no!
What's him up? Come on! I'll slaughter you. Bugger!
I can't block him through them.
You call that? Got it. I'll slay you. I'm going to enjoy this.
No. Come on, I was supposed to be honorable to, you know, like, they're bandits. Anyway. So, I am going to do the dice game again. Probably off stream. And I'll get it to the point where I successfully beat them all without having to brawl the whole encampment. But I do have to get going. It's 3 o'clock. This is like my absolute cutoff point. I do want to thank everybody who is here and who has been coming for the last couple of days, especially. It makes me want to keep streaming. Meanwhile, while I'm off stream, I'll think of, you know, other games that we might be able to do. You know, other things, and I do I do want to make different content, because I will make content not for streaming, but for like YouTube and such. YouTube, I think I'm going to do highlights of all my streams. I'll probably still upload all my streams there too, but I'll also have some highlights. You know, especially like battles and such. Or depending on the game, obviously. Yeah. So I guess that's it, really. I appreciate everything that you guys do for me, you know, being here, and have a great day. Bye. Oh, also, every time I get off stream, I will always still be in the chat for a little while, because I can be in the chat on my phone. So if you have any questions after stream, please feel free to contact me. All right, again, bye.